you suck. And not in a good way.
She could suck in a good way.
Maybe, I don't know. But apparently she's a bitch to the fucking military.
Well, apparently they're all fucking bitches.
Well, you know.
All those...
Anybody who has the low standards to fuck Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I just... Oh. Probably the worst thing YouTube ever created.
That just ruins it for me.
Yeah, that guy's a piece of shit.
He is. He is
came a long way from baby, baby, baby when he was like 5.
Yeah, I guess.
And now he's like a straight.
Do you remember seeing that YouTube video where he schooled one of his bodyguards in basketball?
No.
He was all trying to act hard after he crossed him over.
Why would I watch a Justin Bieber YouTube video?
I'm not saying. I mean,
you know how I know you're gay?
Because you're gay and you know how the gay people.
Like shit. Did you have a rainbow bumper sticker on the back of your car? Says I like when balls are in my mouth.
Balls on my face. Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at you. You're already packed up. Look at you.
I'm packed up, man.
You're a packer.
I'm a pack rat.
Packer upper.
Oh God.
Yeah. Next week we'll have some more shit for you. Be a lot of fun.
There's a lot of cool games that I would like to that I think you would be cool to play.
Let's
do it.
Well,
no, you didn't let me get to the however. However, I don't think it would make for good radio.
Why's that?
Because it's visual and no one will know what the hell you're looking at, and you can't really explain it.
That's true.
So that's more of a one of the days when you come over to do some more YouTube videos with me.
Yeah.
We can do that. We can do that. It's NFL quizzes where they kind of fuck with the emblem and you have to guess what team it is.
Oh yeah, I took one of those once and I fucking nailed that shit.
Yeah. I watched this other YouTuber out that does Madden a lot, and out of all the guys that do Madden, he's the only one that I can tolerate. So I actually watch him a lot when he does his Madden stuff. And he does something really cool that I wish I would have thought of, that I would do it, but now I feel like I'm copying someone, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, right.
But he does the connected franchise, but he does it with his fans. Like they tell him who to drop, who to start, who to trade for, who to pick up in free agency. They tell him how to run it, and he does it for him, and then he plays the game.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's run by the fans.
That's cool. That's what you got to do. You got to find a shtick, some kind of thing to get your people involved.
But he did the quizzes. He did 3 of them, and some of them I was just like, it's this, and like screaming at the television, and then it's hilarious.
And then you remembered it's pre-recorded.
and it's funny because when he knows he messed up, he makes fun of himself. Which
that's good. Yeah,
he was like, "I'm an idiot." Yeah, it's the same guy who does the imbecile from last
imbecile.
week.
Yeah. Well, very good.
Yep.
So yeah, your homework. You have homework.
I don't have homework.
You do.
Oh shit! What?
Oh, you got to bring the game next week.
I just said I can't do it.
Not that one. Think of a different one. Fuck.
Like you did with the horror one.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, okay. What would behoove me more? Finding someone else's or creating my own?
That's fine. Do your own.
That would be harder though.
Well, maybe.
Either way, where did you find yours? You just
I Googled it.
You straight up looked for a game.
Yeah, well, I looked for the certain trivia. Yeah. Yep. And like I said, there's this website that brought up a whole bunch of different.
Well, if people would tweet us more often, we could play trivia with them.
Oh yeah, we will.
Oh, we will, but no one will answer.
Oh no, wait, no, because
one loves us. I remember what I was going to talk about.
All right, what's up? What you got?
Okay, this should take about 2 minutes.
That's fine.
I hope. So, I went over to my parents' house today, like I do when I come into town,
right?
To come over here and do this with you every week.
Yep.
My mom was watching Ghost Adventures. Okay,
what's that?
It's a stupid show, is what it is.
Okay.
It's like Ghost Hunters, but worse. I like Ghost Hunters because at least it's semi-believable. Like I can go along with it. Ghost Adventures is off the fucking map, retarded. And you know me, like I do kind of believe in ghosts. I believe that there's something else. There could be something weird going on, whatever.
Yeah.
But if I'm sitting there questioning everything you're doing and making fun of you, it's awful. It is a horrible show. They were at the Viper Room, which used to be the Melody Room or something like that. It's where River Phoenix died.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, in Los Angeles.
Right.
And that's where they were. And
that's supposed to be haunted now because of that?
Yeah, basically. Well, it's been haunted even before that.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, there was just so much stupid shit. Like, they thought they really captured River Phoenix's voice. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding? And there's the shit where it's like, the one guy's pointing one way, the other guy's pointing this way, and they freak out, and they're like, oh my God, did you see that? That shit, you know? It's like, oh, I saw a hand coming after you. Well, yeah, but your camera was pointed the other way. Oh, what a coincidence. Or, like the camera is pointing, like there's one where they're talking to the camera and they were
Right.
set up at the bar and the camera is looking at them, looking at the camera on the bar, right? So you can see the whole bar behind them.
Right.
Okay. And they're sitting there talking amongst themselves. And then all of a sudden, one of them, well, actually all three of them at the same time were just kind of like, ooh, like they got cold, And like, oh, goosebumps. Because, like one person says something, everyone feeds off the rest of them.
Right.
And he's like, oh, I could have sworn something just touched me. And all, really over the top stupid shit.
Yeah.
Right. And then the main host goes, yeah, I totally saw someone. They ran right up behind you, like they were standing behind you. And I'm like, are you talking about within full range of what I'm looking at in the camera and I didn't see it?
Right.
You're a goddamn liar. And it pissed me off. It's like it was hurting my intelligence watching it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'll watch Ghost Hunters. I like Ghost Hunters. They're not too in your face about it. They're just, it is what it is.
I can't do it.
These guys, these Ghost Adventure guys had so much fucking weird tech that is so dumb. So dumb. And Ghost Hunters do like they do this shit with the recorder.
The EKG.
Yeah. And then will you stop that?
Yeah. Right.
And or the was it PKG or
EKG.
PTG? Something like that, whatever.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they'll have the thermal. But that's it. That's all they ever used.
These guys use like fucking.
This guy had a thing called a the biggest dumb part. So the lady that was there, the bartender, head bartender, whatever that works there, she said that a spirit communicated to her through her cell phone.
Yeah.
And the host guy's like, oh, what? That's crazy. I've never heard of that before. I'm like, yes, because it's not possible. Okay, and like they were showing it, like it said my name, and then I was talking, and then it would text me and tell me, who it was, and he's like, oh, did you call the phone number? And yes, and all I got was static. I'm just like, this is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Then to top it off, they actually have a thing called they called it a paranormal pocket or stupid shit like that.
What?
Yeah, and it was basically like a little mini tablet, right? And you would say, you would ask a question, like if you're doing EVP work, you'd ask a question, and it would come up here what you're asking, and then it would come up in the screen on what the ghost's response was. And so they asked this question, nothing. They asked this question, nothing. They asked this question, nothing. And keep in mind, everything they asked was not what came up. I don't know if they had noticed that in editing, but they would ask a question, it would be completely different on the screen.
What's your phone number? How are you today?
Yeah. Well, holy shit. And all of a sudden it started answering back. It was like, is there anyone here with us? And then a yes popped up. And they're, oh my God, who's here? And then it came up with spirits. I'm like, they would never have said that. A ghost is not going to take its time to manifest and say spirits. Not going to happen. Then it said, what is the name of this spirit? And it said Anthony, which is apparently the guy the co-owner with Johnny Depp back in the day who went missing or whatever. God. And they're like, oh, this is Anthony. And I'm like, I told my mom, how fucking funny would this be? Is this episode of Ghost Adventures, we find out that back in the day, Johnny Depp fucking killed this guy. Yeah. And this is where we find out that Johnny Depp's been a murderer all along. Yeah. How funny would that have been? And then Johnny Depp, I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those pesky ghost adventurers.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Why did you watch longer than 10 seconds?
Because my mom was watching it.
Yeah, you could.
It's her house. I'm not going to tell her to change channel. I did make fun of it every second.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to.
I had to. And then I even had her chiming into it, too.
Yeah.
Finally. She's like, well, it's just entertaining because it's so dumb.
I hear that. I hear that a lot. I watch it because it's mindless entertainment. Of course, they don't say that.
See, I like Ghost Hunters because it's more personable because they go to people's houses.
I just can't do any of that.
I know you can, but
reality TV. I can't do it. Just can't do it.
You don't like Cops?
Ooh, bad boys, what you going? No, I don't like Cops.
Oh,
neither the show. No, I'm just kidding.
I like.
No, I used to watch Cops when I was a kid.
I like some of the reality like that. I mean, I don't like stupid, mindless reality, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Oh, like probably the worst show in history.
I tell you, I saw a Gordon Ramsay thing, like a Hell's Kitchen outtake, not outtake, but like a clip. Mm-hmm. And I got to say,
I like Hell's Kitchen.
If I were a participant on that show, it wouldn't last very long.
You'd punch him?
I would knock that motherfucker's teeth out.
Well, then you don't get it.
No, I do get it.
He knows what he's talking about.
I don't give.
And here's the deal.
Well, hang a second. I don't care that he knows what he's talking about.
Listen. When you sign up for that show, you know what you're getting into. You know who he is. You know how he treats people. However, he has done so much stuff for people. It just so happens that he gets so passionate that he yells at you. And if you're an idiot, he'll tell you you're an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. and I'll
You
tell.
just can't be taken. Like, okay, if you did something completely idiotic, like you could later on, maybe not at the moment, but later on, you could be like, yeah, that was dumb. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
and if
yeah,
someone calls you out on it, you're gonna get mad at it because that's what you're saying.
Look, no, if I make a mistake and you made a mistake here, I get it. Man, I make a mistake. You tell me in the moment. It's a teachable, coachable moment in the moment. Yes.
Have you seen? You said you saw one episode or one scene.
Oh, I saw.
I've watched every single episode. You have to understand. Some
No,
of these people
no, I don't.
deals with.
I don't need to understand.
Okay.
I don't need to understand because here's the thing. I've been a boss of a lot of people and been very passionate about a lot of different things. And when people fuck up and continue to fuck up and continue to fuck up and continue to fuck up, I don't sit there and dress them down the way he does. I don't have them running around like little dogs.
Okay, well, that's not your style.
I would fuck that dude up.
Okay.
I would. There would be.
Hey,
what I don't understand is like, dude, you're in a kitchen. Remember that joke we made earlier about that's where the knives are? Yeah. Well, it's not only knives.
Yeah, but do you know how many people he's helped?
I don't.
I don't care about his way.
Care
his way
how
works.
many people he's
his
helped.
way works. So you can't break it.
You want to bet?
Oh.
You want to bet?
Yeah,
I
right.
want to make a bet. I can't break every bone in that motherfucker's body.
Yes. No, I didn't say that. I just said what he does works. So why you mess with it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, but it is broke.
And like I said, you know beforehand what you're getting into when you ask Gordon Ramsay to come help you.
Well, I don't because I don't watch television.
You don't know, but I'm just saying if you are the owner and you know what you're getting into.
What is Hell's? Is that Hell's Kitchen? I thought that was his kitchen.
No. There's the game show one type thing or whatever called Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, what we're talking about is Kitchen Nightmares.
That's what you're talking about.
Are you talking about Hell's Kitchen?
I'm talking about Hell's Kitchen. That's what it said.
Okay, well, yeah, that one's... Yeah, I'm sorry. Kitchen Nightmares is what I'm talking about. That's the one where he actually goes to other people's failing restaurants. Like Bar Rescue. Did you ever see that?
Okay, yeah.
It's like that, but he goes and helps people fix their restaurants.
Yeah.
And that's why he yells at them, because they'll do stupid shit like they'll have mold in their refrigerator or just like mindless shit that they could have fixed on their own that they just didn't do.
You know that shit's planted, right?
Some of it might be.
No, not might be. It is.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
You don't know.
How much you want to bet? Yes, I do know that.
Oh, yeah? Because you didn't even know what I was talking about before then.
No. Bass player for The Enemy Within, Matt Holbeck. Mm-hmm. His brother Phil owned 12 Whiskey Bar on Berry Street. That's now the Science Lab. Okay. The reason why that is now the Science Lab is because they went on one of those bar rescue type shows. Okay. Those things, I mean, you want to talk about complete fucking bullshit. They had the grand opening at a completely different venue.
Just because one person does it or one show does it.
Hang on.
I'm hanging.
Talking about mold and shit in the fucking... They went and planted rotten food in their freezers so they could discover rotten food because it's more dramatic.
Okay, I get that, but not every show would do that.
Yes, all those shows do that. Yes, they do. They do that. I'm not saying that every instance... I'm not saying that every instance of them finding or some fucked up shit is fake, but I'm willing to bet that 90% of the fucked up things that go on are put on.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you mean to tell me that health inspector... You know those places get health inspected 2-3 times a year.
That's true. Yeah, 2 or 3 times a year. You're right.
Some of those things that they're talking about is not something that a health inspector is going to miss.
I'll tell you one thing. There was a show that I used to watch, and I did stop watching it for that reason because it got too so if it's planted, they do a pretty good job of it because you can't really tell.
Yeah.
Okay, it's still entertaining. However, I used to watch that stupid. Oh crap! Now I forgot what it's called. The stupid tow show.
Tow show. Oh,
like the tow trucks.
Oh God.
You know what I'm talking about with the Mexican family?
Yeah, it's good enough.
Anyway, so I watched them because in the beginning, whether it was fake or not, I didn't care because it was believable enough, right? And then it kept getting crazier and crazier and crazier. Obviously, as a TV show would go,
right?
And it got to a point where I was just like, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
But Kitchen Nightmares have always been like it hasn't gotten too crazy. Same thing with Bar Rescue. I love Bar Rescue. John Taffer's a genius. You know, and even if it is just for play or whatever, he acts like a genius.
He does act like a genius.
Yeah, you know, so I respect that guy, and I like Bar Rescue.
It's like, you know, I was looking at a couple of like the home remodeling shows. Yep. You know how
you're gay?
Yeah. Well, it's like whenever you're watching these things, and I'm looking at it thinking, wait a minute. There's some shit that you're doing that's on your remodel that you have to get inspected. It's not a city or state in the union that doesn't require home inspection on these types of remodel things, especially when you're talking about redoing a roof or tearing walls down. You've got blueprints. You have to. There's not a contractor out there that will accept a bid to do a major remodel like that without knowing what's going on. Why, without like, well, we just tore this wall down. We figured out that it's a load bearing wall. Bitch, you fucking knew that shit before going into it. Get the fuck out of here. You have engineers. You mean to tell me you've been doing these shows that long that every single, like, I can understand like once or twice, but every single fucking show. Oh well, that's a load bearing wall.